So you thought the Jim Jones and Chrissy saga was done? Oh no, baby, this ain't Love and Hip Hop. This is Law and Order, Harlem Unit, now. Because just when we thought Chrissy Lampkin was busy planning wedding number, boom, a secret child just entered the chat like a plot twist straight outta a Bet telenovela. Yep, you heard that right. Jim Jones, our forever fiancé king, is now allegedly dealing with the mother of all betrayals, a child he didn't even know existed. And it ain't his. It's Chrissy's, secretly. Wait, how do you hide a whole baby from someone you've been with for 2 decades? Did she give birth in the metaverse? Was the baby raised in the basement like some reverse Rapunzel? The streets are buzzing, fans are spiraling. And insiders are whispering that this secret child isn't just a family bombshell, it could be the reason their wedding never happened. Now Jim, sources say he's emotionally collapsed. Friends say he broke down. But here's the real tea. Who's the father? Why now? And most importantly, what else has Chrissy been hiding? Buckle up. This is messy and we're just getting started. Now let's set the stage. 'Cause what you're about to hear ain't just tea. It's a whole boiling scandal pot that's steaming up Harlem from 125th to the courtroom steps. Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin were supposed to be relationship goals, right? 15 plus years of ride or die, no ring, no vows. But somehow still the poster couple for black love with commitment issues. But now, that image just got dragged, beat up, and thrown off the Apollo Theater balcony. Because according to fresh reports and by reports, we mean the whispers louder than a church sermon on Twitter, Chrissy has been hiding a child. And not a child with Jim. Oh no, it's a secret child with a man that's allegedly been in the shadows for years. And guess when the child was born? Somewhere right in the middle of Chrissy and Jim's Love and Hip Hop era, when she was on national television crying for a ring. But baby, she was already wearing a different man's secret-like foundation under a filter. The alleged father, a Harlem businessman who goes by Rico, and insiders say he ain't no regular. Word is, he's a quiet money type. Low-key, high net worth. The kind of man who funds real estate from the background and doesn't do Instagram stories unless it's from his yacht. So why keep it a secret? Oh, you already know. Chrissy knew that if this came out, Jim would have walked out years ago. Not strolled. Not tiptoed walked out like he just heard a ghost confess in HD. But here's the part that's got fans spiraling. People are now going back, rewatching old episodes of Love and Hip Hop and spotting all the red flags in hindsight. That sudden trip Chrissy took to Miami. It's that storyline that just disappeared mid-season with no explanation. One fan tweeted, "Not Chrissy hiding a whole baby like it was a bonus scene VH1 didn't air." Another posted side-by-side photos of the alleged child and this mysterious Rico figure and the resemblance. Let's just say it's giving copy-paste DNA. And Jim. Poor Jimmy. Sources close to the situation say he found out in the worst way. Not through Chrissy, not even through family, but through a leaked legal document tied to an old paternity suit. Apparently, a court-sealed filing popped up in a real estate dispute. And Jim's team got wind of it during a background check for a new investment. Imagine thinking you're just vetting a deal, and you end up discovering that your longtime fiancé got a whole side chapter in her book of life. We're talking secret babies, sealed records, and silent betrayal. And guess what? It doesn't end there. Because if you think Jim broke down from just finding out, wait till you hear what happened when he confronted Chrissy face to face. Jim didn't come in screaming. He didn't throw chairs, break glasses, or go live on Instagram in a fit of rage, like some Love and Hip Hop cast member trying to secure a reunion check. No, what he did was worse. He walked into their condo, yes, the same one Chrissy decorated top to bottom like it was her personal Pinterest board. Dan stood silent, stone-faced, arms folded. He just dropped the document on the table and stared at her. That's when Chrissy knew it was over. No need for yelling when the truth screams louder than any words ever could. According to insiders, one of Chrissy's own hairstylists, by the way, who spilled the tea in a now-deleted IG story, Chrissy froze. No excuses, no lies, not even. A fake faint. Just quiet. And that silence. That was the confession. Jimmy reportedly asked one question. How long were you going to let me be a father to the wrong story? And boom! That's when Chrissy broke. Not just tears, we're talking a full-blown meltdown, shaking, crying, saying she didn't mean for it to go this far. She apparently claimed she was protecting everyone, that the situation with Rico was a mistake that came at the key. Wrong time, and that she never meant to lie. But baby, that wasn't just a lie. That was a decade-long Oscar-winning performance. Jim, according to one friend who spoke anonymously to the Shade Room, walked out that night and hasn't been back since. In fact, sources say he's staying with his mother, yes, Mama Jones. The same woman who always said Chrissy wasn't right for him. And guess what she allegedly said when Jim showed up? I told you, she was playing house in someone else's dollhouse. But hold on, because this ain't just personal, this just became business. Word is, Jim and Chrissy were days away from signing off on a new reality spin-off with a major streaming platform. Think Chrissy and Jimmy, the comeback couple. Cameras were set to roll next month. Now, everything's on ice. Production sources say the contract is under review. And the network is in a panic because this type of scandal can't be contended. Can only be capitalized on. So now, instead of a love story, producers are allegedly pushing for a docudrama expo-style reboot. Something like Betrayal in Harlem, the Jim and Chrissy Files. And just when fans thought the mess was limited to Jim's broken heart and Chrissy's exposed secret. Guess who decided to enter the chat? Yaprico himself. Quiet no more. He's allegedly hired a lawyer, and rumors are flying that he's ready to claim full paternity and fight for legal custody. And y'all, the child. Now a preteen, smart, articulate, and apparently already asking questions about why Uncle Jim ain't around no more. This isn't just drama-wise emotional. Wreckage spread across an entire family tree. But you haven't heard the wildest part yet. Because what Chrissy allegedly did right after Jim walked out is what turned this whole thing from betrayal to a full-blown Harlem disaster. Because just when you thought Chrissy would lay low, stay off social media and let the storm pass by, that woman logged in, filtered her face, hit record, and posted a cryptic video. No names, no tears. Just one sentence that sent Harlem and the internet into absolute flames. Loyalty is earned, not assumed. Baby, the comment section exploded like a gas leak. Was she talking about Jim? About Rico? About the child? Fans were scrambling like CSI detectives. Frame by frame, analyzing that 10-second video like it held the keys to national security. But the message was clear. Chrissy wasn't backing down. She was spinning this betrayal into a narrative. And guess what? That same night, Cameron, yes, that Cameron, Dipset royalty and longtime frenemy of Jim, decided to add his own gasoline to the blaze. He reposted Chrissy's video on his IG story with a popcorn emoji and the word, finally. Excuse me? Was Cam involved this whole time? Was he just watching it all unfold like a Netflix series? Or worse, was he part of the setup? Now fans were digging deep into old archives, pulling out clips of Chrissy and Cam looking a little too comfortable on that old reality show reunion stage. Remember that awkward hug that lingered just a second too long? Yeah, it doesn't look so harmless anymore. Meanwhile, Jim Jones, silent, radio silent. But according to an anonymous producer from the shelved spin-off series, Jimmy is cooking something. Word on the street is he's prepping a tell-all podcast episode. Not a freestyle, not a diss track, a raw, unfiltered sit-down where he plans to lay out everything. And it won't be pretty. We're talking about decade-long secrets, industry betrayal, and what really happened behind closed doors between him, Chrissy, and the man allegedly at the center of it all, Rico, Now, let's talk about the child because here's where things get heartbreakingly real. Sources close to the family say the kid is devastated. Imagine growing up thinking one man is your father figure, only to be told he's stepping away and someone you barely know is claiming rights. There's emotional whiplash involved. According to one legal insider, if Rico files for full custody, this could go to court. And not just family court. If false documentation was involved, Chrissy forged anything related to paternity or knowingly withheld medical information, this could slide into criminal territory, fraud, perjury, even child endangerment, depending on how far the deception went. And just when fans thought the plot couldn't twist any harder, guess what? Mama Jones has allegedly agreed to appear in the rebooted version of the reality series, but only if it exposes everything. She's demanding producers leave nothing off the table. Not the fake paternity, not the Rico connection. Not even the whispers that Chrissy may have planned this all to secure that series deal and reboot her image as a single mom surviving heartbreak. So now the question remains, was Chrissy caught in a moment of weakness? Or was she the mastermind behind Harlem's most viral betrayal? Hit that like button if you still believe in the truth, drop a comment if you're side-eyeing everyone involved, and subscribe.